Okay, next we're going to have Julie Neville and Rachel Bowser talking about the Homerun-a-thon. Woohoo!
Thanks for your patience for being here until the weekend in the bad weather. So there are a handful of ways that a school can run a fundraiser. There's the outsource it to a third-party company way, where a company comes in and does all the work and does all the incentives, and then they take 51% of the money that you raise. There's the way where you send the kids home with a bunch of wrapping paper and ribbons, and then you walk around the neighborhood. There's the way where you send the kids home with a bunch of cookie dough and popcorn that you have to buy and keep and try to give as gifts. So those are some of the ways. The way that we're trying to do it is we just ask you to donate money, and then we give the kids an afternoon outside running around the bases and listening to music and playing games. So they don't come home with any plastic stuff. They don't come home with any stuff they have to try to sell, and we don't have to give the money to anybody else. We just involve as many local businesses as we can for donations and sponsorships. And it's fun, and it was fun last year, so this is the second time. It should be fun again this year. And also we need help. So.
I mean, last year it worked great, like better than we thought. So we're basically trying to just recreate it and make it even better. We've got, well, first of all, while I'm talking, we've got a Sign Up Genius online, and it's kind of a pitiful showing so far. So if you've been pondering it and think, like, I really would like to hand out water to thirsty kids on September 13th, sign up now. We'll get you in somehow, and we'll figure out a way to make the electronic part of that work. My job has sort of been bringing in solicitations. I've been running around for the last 3 weeks like a crazy person, going to businesses, and we have got a lot of great stuff. We've got great stuff for the teachers. We've got gift certificates and passes to the museum, and we've got stuff for the kids. King of Pops is donating tokens, and we got a taco party from Moe's, and pizza parties coming in. So we're going to make this really fun. You know, the fundraising part of it kind of happens first. So everybody encourage your kids to go around the neighborhood, ask grandma, ask neighbors. But then afterwards, when we have, you know, it's kind of all done, we have this big run on Friday the 13th. We need bodies there because it's super fun. It's just going to be a morning activity. We have some dads and Mr. Marvel lip sync to a boy band, which is really fun. How many folks in here are kindergarten, brand new? All right, so you weren't here for it last year. You can look at the pictures online. You can see that we're having fun. Here's another question. How many of you were either a cheerleader in high school or caught us or maybe wanted to be? Oh, I actually got 3 responses in the back. Jane, do you still have your skirt? Well, you don't have to be a real cheerleader, but we do need folks to come out and be cheerleaders, hand out water to the kids, cheer them on. In some cases, sort of corral them. It's harder to get 100 5-year-olds to run in a circle than you would think. They don't really do it. So last year we determined that we needed at least 4 people to kind of move them around. So we promise you a fun day. We also need liaisons for each grade.
There's a lot of communication that happens surrounding the fundraiser. So a lot of packets go home with kids, handouts go home with kids, information goes to teachers. We have prizes for the week of. First class to raise $200 this day, gets the, la-di-da. So there's a lot of communications that we would like to streamline by virtue of having a designated point person per grade who then sort of manages the dissemination of email to the teachers in that grade and the class parents in that grade. So this is the kind of the job that's, it's great for somebody who doesn't necessarily want to be at the fundraiser performing a cheer, or who's working and can't be at the fundraiser, but is good and fast at being in front of a screen and shooting out something with an email list, right? So we have kind of a range of things for people to do. Please know that we can use your help even if you can't physically be there on Friday, or if you are under the bleachers instead of wanting to be a cheerleader in high school. We have things for both of those kinds of people.
And
I'm not sure what that meant.
we want you under the bleachers. And then the liaison job is sort of a trickle-down thing. We say, okay, we have this message, will you give it to all the room parents and the
Right.
teacher? And then they send it out to all the parents. It's just sort of somebody to help us. So if we both have second grade girls. I have a kindergartner boy this year, but we have a first grade liaison. We need all the rest. So think about that if you're willing. That would be a great. And I was going to say, Teresa, when this lady raised her hand and said that she would help with the cafeteria, oh, you knew her name. You should just write her name down. Somebody willing to help in the cafeteria. No, it's all the run-up, leading up to the 13th.
It's a communication position, essentially. It's sort of forwarding emails and managing discussions. Absolutely.
Oh, please do. And even if you're not signed up for something for the run, something specific, come and cheer your own kid on. Take pictures.
Yeah, everybody's welcome. It's just an outside party in the morning. Really.
It's a good party. We threw a good party last year. I mean, I'm the DJ, and I have to say, I did a really great job. Everybody had fun. What we really need, though, is like 3 weeks of sun to dry out that field.
Really that. So we need the money. So that's the other thing. I mean, we do need the money also. We do not want to send the kids home with wrapping paper and gift bags next year.
Yeah.
We
No
really
cookie dough.
don't want to do that. So we want to keep making this successful so we can have this be the way we raise money instead of having to contract it out. And
it's a one-shot deal. You write the check for whatever you think you want to write it for, and you're done.
Well, and explain really quick how easy it is. I mean, it literally is like when we would give the parents the message, with the kids, what to send out to their family, the steps. Like you just go online and you can.
You don't even have to write a check.
You don't even.
It's all online.
I mean, it's all managed.
Grandma might have to write a check.
Right,
That's
so
fine. In
we
Iowa,
will-
Grandma in Iowa, tell her to write a check, send it in.
we will the week of the run. We'll be pushing the website, the donation accepting website, which will take donations via PayPal and credit card. We'll be pushing that as soon as it's up and live, which will be in a couple weeks, and that'll get pushed through a variety of mechanisms. We'll also send home the URL and handouts with your kids. When it's the week of the run itself, in fact, the week before, your kids will come home with a packet that will explain some sort of FAQs about the run, how it's administered, and what we're using the money for, as well as a checklist and some tips for them, some scripts for them to use if they want to ask family or friends or neighbors, some instructions if you need to send in a check in hard form, and instructions again for how people can get on the website and donate that way. So it's pretty easy, and it's flat donation. So this is not one of those run-a-thons where it's like if you jump rope, every minute that you jump rope, we're
not
going to give a
counting how
quarter
far they
or
run.
whatever. Yeah, we're not counting.
We
We're not
don't
paying attention to
care.
any of that. We
They
don't care.
can dance, they can skip. I mean, they do not have to keep
Roll.
track of what they do. They don't even have to do it if they don't want to. It's kind of separate. It's like a party to celebrate the fact that the fundraising section of it is, at that point, completed.
So it should be as simple as possible. Flat donations, multiple ways to give. Your kids will get reminders all the time, and you'll get email reminders from us.
Questions? Yes, anything.
Absolutely.
I mean, kids last year, kindergartners brought in, the change that they had found in the couch, and that is
It was sweet.
great. That's great. And every level that they raise, the teachers get another raffle ticket to put in the pot for all the awesome prizes. So, any questions? And it makes sense what we said. Everybody got the 13th of September off? Or ask now. It'll be from about 9 to 11. So 9 in the morning, we're gonna, if you can hang around after
It's
drop off.
separated by grade, so
Yeah.
it makes it easy. You don't have to be there for both.
K through 2 runs first at 9 o'clock, and then the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders start at 10:15, I think. And you don't want to miss the lip syncing dads. You just don't, because, and maybe we'll post that video for inspiration. Also, if you're,
I'll be there.
you're the new Spanish teacher, my son has you, he loves you. Can you do like boy band? Okay. You don't really have to know the words either. The only dad who knows all the words is Annie's husband, Josh, because he has 3 daughters. So he spends all his time listening to One Direction. All right. He will. Awesome. Oh yeah, we have 3 dads who dress up as a bat, a ball, and a glove and run around. I mean, It's lots
It'll
of
be
fun.
We also have a pep rally to kick it all off. That's
We have a
gonna be
pep
on
rally the
Thursday.
Thursday before, yeah, Thursday the 5th, and we'll send home information with the times about that too, and everybody's welcome to come to that. And Thursday the 5th.
The Thursday prior.
September 5th.
The week prior.
Yeah. So the thing I guess we would leave you with in terms of messaging is that we are trying to be really conscious of sending the message to the kids and to the teachers and everyone involved in the school that this is about fundraising through community building and engaging as many local communities as possible and bringing as many people out to the run to celebrate and sort of see faces and make eye contact. We're not talking about sort of kids and the individual levels of money they bring in, because we don't want this at all to be about kids being tools to collect money for the school and take care of budgets and things that are the parents' jobs, really. What we want the kids to know is the value of knowing who your community partners are and knowing who your community allies are. So when you talk to your kids about it, do try to use that language and emphasize to them to talk to local businesses, talk to their neighbors who don't have kids, just because the school is here and it's part of their community and it benefits them as well. Yeah?
You're good.
Yeah. Okay.